I don't know if it's because I'm lonely.
Hey my girlies, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Wearing the SPF, protect the skin. Protect the skin. Did I introduce myself? My name is Tasha. If you don't know, I do a lot of beauty and lifestyle content, and today we are gonna try out a whole bunch of new makeup. When I tell you guys, I have been so bored of my makeup the last couple of weeks. I'm so grateful and blessed to have received some PR, and I've also got a few things that I just haven't really tried out in my collection over the last couple of months. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's try it on. The skin prep has been done. I prepped my skin twice today, guys. The first time I prepped it, I had to literally wipe off my brows. My like pores on my nose, I had to go exfoliate. Okay, the girl had to exfoliate. Like, I don't know what that was, but now it feels smooth, it looks smooth. I'm happy. This is a product I've seen so many of the girlies using. Sometimes I feel like I want my skin to be a little bit more juicy, a little more hydrated, so I went ahead and picked this up. This is the Maybelline Grippy Serum. This is literally my first time trying literally all of these products, so we're really risking it actually, because I don't know how any of these work together, but let's see how it's gonna go. Another product that I wanted to try is the Glow Recipe, but I just feel like that price point ain't looking really nice for me, especially like for a primer product. I'm somebody like, I don't mind spending on a complexion product or a product that I know like I can see. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, this is tea. This is very grip. I don't know what I was expecting, but that has a really good grip. I do love that it's a liquid, so as soon as you put it on, it does feel like it hydrates the skin. It feels really good when you put it on. When it dries down, grip. Like, it is, yeah. And the skin does look very plump and very nice. Of course I did skincare, but it added another level. So let's jump into foundation. Now this foundation, honey, I have been on the hunt, but your girl finally got the HAUS Loves foundation in my actual shade. So I've tried the foundation. I've got little samples in like 530, 510, and I always felt like I'd be 500. So this is a blind buy, and I'm hoping it's my shade, because why does the shade look dark and then when I take it out it looks light? But I'm just gonna hope that she comes out nice. I think she's a bit of me. This is the shade. I think that might actually be my perfect shade. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't got a perfect match in so long, and I feel like she might be her. What do we think? Okay, let me actually blend it in. I just love the formula the last time I used it. Like, the way it made my skin look, not only like on camera but in real life, I was so obsessed. I literally waited out for the shade, so I'm hoping I like it. So that's how we're looking. Perfect shade actually. I think this is probably one of my best shade matches that I've actually ever had. Put a little bit more my nose. I'm just so used to wearing foundations a little bit darker than me, so I think sometimes I get a little bit scared. Like, I think it looks lighter, but it just probably is because it's my perfect match and not dark. Look how glowy and pretty my skin looks like. I'm so happy I could finally say I have this foundation in my collection. I've been wanting it, and she looks good. She looks tea. Oh my gosh. I got the biggest package from Morphe. All the eyeshadows, the new eyeshadows. I'm so excited. We'll do a whole separate video on these because I want to show you guys like all of them, because this is incredible. It's crazy because Morphe was the first ever eyeshadow brand that, didn't really want to drop everything. I'm gonna do a whole separate video with them eyeshadows because there's so many, and I'm so excited to show them and swatch them. Like, I'm very grateful. But they also sent me these, I guess they're eyeshadow bases to go under the eyeshadow, so thank God, because I have not worn eyeshadow primer in so long, and I'm sure my old one is like ready to go. Solo Artist Priming Cream Eyeshadows, and I'm going to use the shade Debut. That's the shade right there. There's a few more other shades. Actually, a little goes a long way. I don't even need that much. That was a lot. I'm just gonna pop this on the eyes and just blend it in to prime. Gonna get a blendy brush and just blend that all in and just soften it down. We are prepped and primed for the eyes. It is meant to be waterproof and crease proof, so I guess we'll see about that. For eyeshadow, we're gonna go into this Beauty Bay palette. They kindly gifted me some items the other day. This is the Rich 9 color palette. One thing about Beauty Bay, do not sleep on them. Their eyeshadows are so good. I think I have about 2 or 3 Beauty Bay palettes, and they are so good. Like, the quality is really nice, and it's just a gorgeous I would say it's like a warm, I guess rich is in the name, a warm rich palette. It kind of gives me Valentine's vibes, rosy, has some pink, some red, some like mauvey tones, super pretty. So I guess we're gonna be in this today. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade called Roja. I'm gonna put that just where I put the transition, just under it, and kind of bring it only halfway, not all the way in, just halfway. I'm gonna go into the shade called Shiraz, which is insane because I feel like I have a palette with this exact shade in it from Beauty. I think it was the New Romantic palette. New Romantic, something like that. I'm gonna use that like deep pinkish color, and I'm just gonna go right here. Just go on the edge of my lid. Oh, we have this really bright pink shade called Organza, so I might go into that shade. And we're just going to use this on the inner part of our lid. That's super pretty. I think I'm going to use a little bit of the deep purple shade. Well, it kind of looks purple to me. It says chocolate, but to me it looks a bit more on the plum side. And this is something I always do with my eyeshadow because I have very small eyes, so just to like give it a kind of cat eye effect, I like to do an outer corner V. So I just kind of make a V with my brush and use like a deeper shade just to like drag the eye out, and it just makes the eyes look like, especially once I put lashes on, I do concealer, it kind of just makes my eyes look a little bit more pulled back, instead of making them look super small because I have small eyes. So you know, one thing about makeup, you can always do like different like kind of like illusions. I feel like maybe I should have left this side to not necessarily dry but just settle before I applied the shadow, but it still looks gorgeous. I really like this. So these are definitely going to be in the rotation, definitely for sure. For concealer, we're going to go into Morphe. Can we just talk about this Morphe rebrand? They have been doing so well. Like every product I've tried, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10s across the board. Like whoever's over there doing the formulation, doing the product development, branding, marketing, it's great. We love it. So I've got a few shades here. These are my top two. So this is Clove 11.25N. I'll do a little swatch. I think I did a video on these concealers, but just for, you know, for video's sake, this is 11W Chestnut. And which one do I have here as well? This is Sienna 11.5C. Put that there. Oh, I think I might actually jump into Sienna. So those are the three shades. Oh, you can't really see that one. That one really blends in really nicely. I think I'm gonna start with Sienna and then go and see what we want to do. So I'm just gonna apply them. They are so like smooth and liquidy, and like when I say liquidy, some concealers are really thick and they almost come off like a cream. This one definitely has a nice liquid formula, so it's easy to blend. I don't mind a creamy concealer, like super creamy concealer, but I just love when I feel like I have a little bit of room to play with it, because not that I can't stand it, but when concealers are too quick to dry, it kind of, I don't like rushing my makeup. Do you know what I mean? I like to take my time, be very demure. So I love a concealer that gives me a little space to like figure out where I'm going, what I'm doing with my look. And you guys know I always angle my concealer upwards. I'm gonna go into my curve case and give myself a little bronzer action. I couldn't find my regular brush, but I'm gonna go into my deep curve case. I'm just gonna carve out some bronzer. And then I'm just gonna go on the side of my nose. Ooh. One thing about this curve case, it's so like, it's very moisturizing. Like the formula is very moist and very like glowy. And I feel like you can love it or hate it depending on what you like. I don't mind it because I like my skin to look glowy and like moisturized, but I can tell like if you have oily skin, I don't know how you feel about that. And on top, do you see how seamless that blended out? Love that. I think I'm gonna apply a little bit more because I feel like I just want a little bit more coverage. I think I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit of this e.l.f. concealer just to brighten. You guys know I like a super bright under eye. Add a little bit of brightness. Right, I'm gonna literally keep it in this area. I'm not gonna go out. I just want to add a little bit of brightness. Perfect. Do you guys see how that little bit of lighter concealer just like brought it up? We love that. And just blend this all in. I completely forgot to put on blush, like cream or liquid blush, but I do have this new one by Beauty Bay. I'm not sure what color it even is, but let's see. Okay, so it's a bright pink. We can do a little bright pink. It is summer, so this is the shade Blooming, and I guess I'm just gonna put this on. I have no idea what this looks like. I don't know how I feel about that formula. That's the shade. I don't know if you guys can see how the formula looks. It looks a bit dry. I don't know. See, like, it doesn't really come off. I didn't think this was gonna be a bit of me, but we could only try it. You can use this side and blend this in. Oh, actually, she's quite cute. I was a bit scared because I don't know, I feel like it just looked a little bit odd, but she's actually quite cute. I'll blend her in. It's very subtle, but it's a nice like wash of pink. We're gonna go into the Huda powder. I actually haven't seen any powders that I'm willing to try. I just feel like Huda is the girl. Oh my goodness, that looks flawless. Like, whoa. Like, guys, look how flawless. This NARS Laguna bronzer, I've heard so much about this. We're gonna see. I got this shade Laguna 08, which I think is the deepest shade. Let's get it out. And this is she, brand new. Okay, this is what we have. This is the shade. I don't know, let's see. What do you guys think? I think maybe when I set my face, because right now I feel like I look a little bit dry, but I don't know. I think I was expecting it to have a little bit more depth, but it's definitely more warm. While that blush kind of sits on the skin, I have another blush. This is the teased blush that I was so intrigued with because Exhibit A will always be that girl. They definitely upgrade the packaging. These are more square. These were a little bit more rounded. It's a beautiful like fuchsia, like purpley pink. I just felt like I was a bit bored with the blushes I had at the moment. I have my nice little rotation, love them down, but you know, want to try something different. It definitely looks a little more purple and it's on the brush, but let's see. So I'm just gonna apply it, and I feel like I already love it. I feel like I already love it. Like, look how pretty that is. And do you know what? I tried to see people swatching this or using this, and I hardly saw anyone my skin tone using it, and I was like, oh, it looks so pretty. And I'm glad my thoughts were correct, because how gorgeous is that? So pretty. It's almost like a purple, but it's like, it's pink. Let's just blend this all back down. I don't know how I feel about the makeup today. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. I feel like once I set my face, I will know how I feel. Do you know, that's one setting spray I wanted to try, was the one size powder melt, but it sold out as soon as I decided I wanted it. I'm gonna go ahead and set this down so we can get our skin looking good. I do have this Tarte Life Lock Hydrating Setting Spray. I have never tried anything from Tarte, but I'm intrigued. This is what it looks like. Light pink packaging, and it says the hydrating setting spray. Let me read what it means, because I might have to hydrate and then set with this if it sets. So it says 16-hour setting, transfer proof, waterproof and sweat proof, weightless and microfine, caffeine energizes while aloe soothes, hyaluronic acid, bakuchiol and niacinamide help hydrate, smooth, brighten the look of skin. So it says transfer proof. I know that now. I just thought it was a hydrating spray, so I think I'm gonna use my Fix Plus first, just to like melt everything down. I feel like my blush or bronzer came a bit too low, so I kind of want to cut it. I'm gonna use a little bit of my Huda powder, the Kunafa powder. I'm just gonna... Should we use these Morphe pencils? I never really used them. maybe use like a purple or pink, which is, can you guys see? I mean, that's kind of cute. It's a little mascara on the edge. So I'm going to use this Life Lock for our final set. I'm sure I have a new lip gloss, you know, but I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know. I'm just going to use what I have here. I have this Kiko lip gloss. Do you want to know the lore behind this plastic? I was doing my curling wand. I was doing my hair. I think it was a curling wand. And I put my curling wand down. I didn't realize it was burning into my lip gloss. This is a hole there. It's crazy. But let's line the lips. I guess we'll just use this one. This is like a plum shade. It's Club Hopper by NYX. And then we're gonna go in with this Kiko gloss, and this is in a shade 19. Not bad for my first face in over a month. And we have a new hairstyle. So you know what it's like? New hair, it's like your makeup kind of had to change. I don't know, but that's how I feel. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Of course, everything will be listed in the description box. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. What are your faves? I don't think I actually didn't like anything. I feel like the NARS bronzer, we gotta give her a little chance because the girl said she's that girl, so I really want to see. And sometimes for me it's like the first time I'm like eh, fourth time loved, you know. So we're gonna see. But I actually really enjoyed everything I used. I will be continuing to use them. And you know what? I think it makes a difference when you actually wait to purchase sometimes. Because sometimes when you just purchase quickly, you don't know if you actually like something or you're just getting it because you're excited. And I feel like that's what happened this time around, especially with the foundation. I waited. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Everything will be down below. If you guys have any comments, questions, requests, or videos you guys want me to do, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one.